The Chicago Bears select my guy Darnell Wright, right tackle out of Tennessee, with the 10th overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. Before I begin with the video, I do want to talk about the sponsor of the video, Josh Steigelmann Insurance. So I'm sure that you guys, like many other Chicagoans, have seen your insurance rise over the past couple of years. It's getting super expensive now, so that's why now is the perfect time to look for a better rate, and you should look no further than the Josh Steigelmann Insurance Agency for affordable and high quality coverage for your home, auto, and life insurance. Josh and his team understand the importance of protecting what matters to you the most without breaking the bank. They're committed to providing you with the comprehensive insurance policies tailored to your specific needs at a competitive price. Whether you're a first-time homeowner or a seasoned driver, they offer a wide range of options to suit your unique situations. Plus, with their 24/7 customer support and claims processing, you can have peace of mind knowing that they're always there to assist you whenever you need them. So if you want to protect your assets and loved ones, take advantage of the current climate of rising insurance rates, and check your rates with the Josh Steigelmann Insurance Agency, contact them today with the info in the description to schedule your consultation and start your journey towards savings and peace of mind. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears draft discussion video, which I'll be doing after every single draft pick the Bears make this year. We have 7 more picks right now. Actually, what am I saying? We have 9 more picks right now after day 1. So we have a bunch of day 2 picks, which I'll be live streaming my reaction again tomorrow night. So I actually had a live stream going on tonight, which a lot of you guys tuned into. Appreciate all you guys that did tune into that. We had a fun reaction going for that stream. I was super happy with the pick that the Bears made. We talked for 4 hours straight, so appreciate all you guys that tuned into that live stream. We'll have another one going on tomorrow night, so be sure to tune in again at 6 p.m. Central for that one, for round 2 and 3. But let's talk about this pick, okay? And you guys know, if you guys have been following this YouTube channel, I have been super high on Darnell Wright for a long time now, okay? I actually had him selected in my mock draft I posted months ago, back in February. Then I selected him again in my mock draft I posted 2 weeks ago, my final mock draft, in trading back with the Commanders to pick number 16. Now, we couldn't trade back that far, and we only ended up getting a 4th round pick to trade back, but we only went back 1 spot with the Eagles, which I'll talk about that too, okay? Passing on Jalen Carter, shortly, and what Bears fans think about that. But we only ended up getting a 4th round pick because we only went back 1 spot, which again, I'm totally okay with, because I've been saying it all along. Like, Darnell Wright is 100% worthy of being the selection at number 9 overall. So to get a 4th round pick to trade back 1 spot to select the guy you would have been okay with selecting at pick number 9, that's a free 4th round pick, in my opinion. I don't know why Bears fans are so mad at that trade, because you're only going back 1 spot. Obviously, you were not going to get a 2nd round pick or a 1st round pick for moving back 1 spot in the draft, even though I know the Eagles selected Jalen Carter. So I know a lot of Bears fans were pissed at the return on that trade. I think Bears fans expected a little bit more. Even I expected maybe a little bit too much at that time. Like, I was hoping for maybe like a 3rd round pick or something, but if you look at the value on the draft chart, it aligns to basically like a 4th round pick, a future 4th round pick. So I'm not mad at all if the Bears traded back 1 spot to get the guy that they easily could have selected at pick number 9. So basically getting a free 4th round pick along with that. And briefly talking about the Bears passing on Jalen Carter, I don't want to talk about this for too long, like some Bears fans are talking about it. Some Bears fans are talking more about Jalen Carter than Darnell Wright, the pick that we actually made, which I can't understand why you're doing that to yourself when you should be so excited about Darnell Wright. Obviously the Bears, I know they had a big need at 3 technique. And yes, Jalen Carter was a generational type of talent potentially at defensive tackle. I mean, he had everything on the football field to, be the pick for the Chicago Bears, the pick number 9. But, and this is the biggest thing I want you guys to understand, the Philadelphia Eagles are an organization that already has veteran talent, that already has a structure around Jalen Carter that can enable him to be successful, or if he busts, be okay with that, okay? The Chicago Bears are not in a position right now, if Ryan Poles thought there's too much risk with Jalen Carter, to select him and then have him completely flop, okay? Because we need talent immediately. We need talent around Justin Fields. We need talent on the defense, obviously. But if Jalen Carter just had so many question marks off the field, where Ryan Poles, doing as much research as possible into this guy, felt that he was too big of a risk, too big of a red flag for a young, growing team, I am 100% okay with him passing on that guy, even though I know Jalen Carter is such a supremely talented player, okay? It comes down to the stuff off the field, which, again, us Bears fans have no idea about that stuff. Again, the Eagles, they are in a position to make a risky move like that because they went to the Super Bowl last year. This was a free pick for them. They got this from the Saints for trading back in the draft last year so they can make a move like that. So it just really surprised me how mad Bears fans were at this pick. Not every Bears fan. I know obviously a lot of Bears fans are super happy about this pick, but I saw a lot of angry Bears fans on Twitter, in my comment section, the stream, that were just super pissed at Ryan Poles for passing on Jalen Carter when they don't even know half the story about Jalen Carter. So many teams passed up on this guy. So many defensive line needy teams passed up on this guy. His hometown, the Atlanta Falcons, passed up on this guy. The Detroit Lions passed up on this guy, even though they also had a free first round pick. So I just don't get why Bears fans are so damn mad, especially when we've been begging Ryan Poles to give Justin Fields some damn help up front on the offensive line. Which, by the way, guys, fun fact, this is the first offensive lineman drafted in the first round by the Chicago Bears since 2013. Kyle Long was the last offensive lineman we drafted in the first round. So it's been a long time since we made a serious investment into the offensive line, and the Chicago Bears got one of the best tackle prospects in the entire draft at pick number 10, which I am super happy about, and Justin Fields also is going to be extremely happy about. So let's talk more about Darnell Wright. As you guys know, if you've been watching my other videos, Darnell Wright is known as the Will Anderson stopper, okay? Going up against a guy that got picked number 3 overall in the draft this year, the guy that the Texans traded multiple picks to go up for, the best pass rusher in all of college football the last few years. He allowed 1 pressure going up against that player in their matchup in Alabama. Going up against BJ Ojulari, he only allowed 1 pressure as well. Going up against the entire SEC competition, okay, his entire last year, he only allowed 8 pressures and 0 sacks the entire season. Let me repeat that. 0 sacks the entire season in pass protection. One of the best pass protecting offensive linemen available in this entire draft. I really thought that he was more mechanically in tune than, the other guys in this class like Paris Johnson Jr. or, Broderick Jones when it comes to purely pass protection. Now, in run blocking, he's definitely not as good of a run blocker as Paris Johnson Jr. or as Broderick Jones would be. So our run game may suffer, somewhat with this pick. But guys, what have we been screaming the Chicago Bears to do for Justin Fields this offseason? Get him some pass protection up front. Pass protection is the key word. We can't be running the football as much as we did last year. And now, Ryan Poles has put Justin Fields in a position where he just got a massive upgrade on the right side of the offensive line. A plug-and-play starter that could start day one and be really good for the Chicago Bears for many years to come. And a guy that has proven it against tough competition, which again, to me, it really does matter the competition you went up against, how good they actually are. This was no scrub conference he was playing in. He was playing in the SEC against the best of the best competition, the best pass rushers in all of college football, and doing really well against those players. So again, a plug-and-play starter for Justin Fields on the right side of the offensive line, which I cannot ask for a better pick out of Ryan Poles, okay, to get a polished guy that's ready to start right away, because we know that Justin Fields has to break out as a passer next year. Otherwise, we might draft another quarterback and move on from Justin Fields, which nobody wants. But now we're actually putting him in a position to succeed behind this offensive line and actually pass the football down the field with better pass protection up front. So again, guys, from a pure pass protection standpoint, this is a big upgrade. Probably in my opinion the best pure pass protector in this draft. Now, looking at his RAS and his physical measurements and all that, obviously he is a little bit above weight for a zone blocking scheme. So he is 333 pounds, which again, he's gonna have to probably lose some weight. I would guess the Bears will ask him to lose 10-15 pounds maybe, because right now he is definitely a little bit heavier on the heavier side. If he does lighten up a little bit, he's going to be a little bit faster. But you guys can see with this RAS testing, he's a very athletic 333 pounds. He can move up and down the field. He's much more athletic than you would think for his size. You can see his 40-yard dash, 20-yard split, 10-yard split, elite all across the board. His broad jump, his explosion is great. His agility is decent. He's not as agile as Paris Johnson Jr., but Paris Johnson Jr. went super high, above our picks. So we couldn't even select him. And Broderick Jones is a big project in terms of pass protection. So again, I'm really happy that we did go with this guy, who's still pretty young. He's only 21 years old, so still has a lot of room to grow. He's definitely not an old prospect, not like a Willis Jones or anything. He's super young, still yet to reach his prime. Broke out last year for the first time. He's been playing for 3 years at Tennessee. In 2021, he played left tackle where he was average at the very best. 2020, he struggled during his, first season there, but you can see he clearly grew every single season. He got much better every single season at Tennessee, which is, again, another reason why the Bears did draft him, because he's shown the work ethic to get better every single day and every single year. And that's the thing about Darnell Wright as well. He has a work ethic that leaves people impressed. I mean, at the Senior Bowl, obviously Luke Getsy coached this guy. He was in the Senior Bowl, and Luke Getsy talked about how great Darnell Wright was during those practices and during the game as well. I mean, he definitely stood out amongst his peers and, proved he was one of the better players there among all the fantastic talents at the Senior Bowl. So another reason why the Bears did select him. And the last reason is he is a nasty player on the football field. He embodies the exact mentality that Ryan Poles is looking for on the offensive line. He buries people into the dirt. He pancakes people. He mauls people. He runs through people. He takes things seriously. He takes things personally. He talks trash. I mean, he's everything you would want in an offensive lineman, which is why, I really thought that Ryan Poles would fall in love with this guy. And I was right. Okay, I had him going in so many of my mock drafts, that I've done over the past, couple months. And it clearly was the case that Ryan Poles, did see that this guy embodied exactly what he wanted out of the offensive line in Chicago. So I'm really, really happy that, they went with this guy at pick number 10. So let me know what you guys think about this pick in the comments down below. Obviously, you guys can tell I'm super happy about it because I've been a big Darnell Wright fan for a long time. This guy's going to be a plug-and-play starter immediately for the Chicago Bears. He might have to lose some weight, get in better shape over the next few months, but he can do that. Obviously, he has a work ethic, and he's going to get better during the offseason as well, and he's going to be a plug-and-play guy on the right side of the offensive line for the Chicago Bears and greatly improve the pass protection up front for Justin Fields, which, thank God, it's about time we finally invested into the damn offensive line because Ryan Pace never did that, okay? He had never selected an offensive lineman on day one of the draft. Well, now Ryan Poles in his first draft ever with the first-round pick, he's already used that first-round pick on an offensive lineman. It makes sense for a GM that was a former offensive lineman himself, and the assistant general manager too, Ian Cunningham, he was also a former offensive lineman. So makes a lot of sense, guys. I'm super, super happy with this pick. I cannot wait for day 2. It's going to be a lot of fun. So much high-level talent still available on the board. I'll be back with another live stream tomorrow night. I hope you guys enjoy the video. As always, bear down.